p.m. on Monday, October 27th. Heather, will you call the roll?
Emily? Here. Paul?
Here.
Kelly? Here. Tara?
Here.
And I am here.
Excellent. Moving on to item 1B, statement of public notice. This meeting was appropriately posted per Wisconsin statutes. Moving on to item 1C, approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda and then a second?
So moved.
Second?
Excellent. Any discussion on the approval of the agenda? No, hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Chair votes aye. Motion carries. Okay, we'll again do our Pledge of Allegiance. Tara, will you lead us in the pledge?
Sure.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we will now move on to item 3A, the 2025-2026 school year tax levy. Do we have a motion to set the tax levy?
Do you have the exact number? I'll move to set the tax levy at $6,354,958.
958. Okay. Okay, we have a motion from Tara. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Helen. Okay, any discussion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor on this, should we do a roll call vote? Okay, Heather, we're going to do a roll call vote. So can you call the vote?
Emily?
Aye.
Tara?
Aye.
Kelly?
Aye.
Myself? Yes. Aye. And Paul?
Aye. Motion unanimously carries. Thank you, Heather. Okay, we'll now move on to item 3B, the proposed budget for the 2025-2026 school year. I would entertain a motion to approve the budget for the 2025-2026 school year.
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on this budget? Tara, I thought you did a great job with the presentation at the public hearing, and the materials are all available online for folks to review as appropriate.
Thanks.
Okay, hearing no further discussion, we will do a roll call vote again, Heather.
Emily?
Aye.
Tara?
Aye.
Kelly?
Aye.
Heather? Aye. And Paul?
Aye. Motion unanimously carries. Thank you. We'll now move on to item 3C, approval of the 2026-2027 school year calendar. If I could get a motion and a second, and then I will hand that off to Dr. Jewett to discuss. Is there a motion? Thank you.
Second?
Okay, motion and second. Dr. Jewett, anything you'd like to share on this?
Yeah, a couple items that I'd like to share. So this was a collaborative process. We're able to sit down with staff members and our teaching staff and go through this. And a number of points of feedback that I received really was around finishing that first week in June. I think that was really tough for our kids and for our staff a little bit too. So we wanted to target that first week of June being our completion, recognizing that we also wanted to stay consistent with a spring break, and then also looking at our winter break and where some of those areas fell. So the calendar, there's only so many things you can do. One thing that we're going to try for the 26-27 school year is around with our middle school and high school students, because there isn't a different requirement on minutes for them, is we are going to try two virtual half days in first semester and two virtual half days in the second semester. And so those are on days where our staff will be connected through PD days too. And so we're going to look at the structure of what does that look like for their PD days too, where they can have time to connect with that. That will not be live instruction, but it'll be still something that we're going to structure our PD day to reflect them being able to support a student as needed, but also making sure that they're provided with those learning opportunities as well. So it's something that we're going to pilot, and we talked with the staff about that, and we wanted to make sure that we kind of put our toe in the water. And I know this is something that has since the pandemic been something that's a little bit more normal with snow days, those types of things. I like the fact that we're able to plan ahead with this, and so that's where it's going to take some work with our our staff members, but they're prepared. I know Ms. Rowell's prepared as well to make that happen and make that a meaningful way for our students to connect, and also, again, providing learning opportunities for our students. We're also looking at refining all of our PD days too, as far as our number of days that are built in with our staff contracts too. So that'll be something we continue to explore, of making sure we're having realistic, flexible options for folks, because there's a lot of things too that folks are asked to, that participate in, support, adopt curriculum. There's a lot of different things that folks are asked to do outside of just this calendar, and we want to make sure that we're respecting that time we ask of folks too, as well as honoring the commitment within our contracts that then go out in the spring. So that's something where I think it's kind of two pieces coming together too, of where we have that and have those learning opportunities, but again, being able to support our staff in those days when we know they're putting a ton of time and effort to make sure we have great experiences, or our kids have great experiences throughout the school year. So those are my remarks on that.
Fantastic. Anybody have any questions or comments?
Just curious how that Monday after spring break fell in there, if there was a reason. Is that Easter or something, or we just tacked another one on?
Yeah, it was connected with the Easter there too, and it was one of those where we just, in kind of looking at where we ran into some issues or what we wanted to support, that was something that the group in kind of our practical look at this made sense in connecting with spring break, and then being able to just offer that Monday after off too.
That makes sense.
Very excited about school wrapping up the first week in June. I know a lot of our students will be, well, I think probably our teachers and staff as well. And a compliment to you, Mike, crafting this calendar with a collaborative team to get input from a variety of internal stakeholders. I'm glad to have this 26-27 calendar ready to be approved so that we can publish it, so that our families are aware of the schedule for next school year.
And I should remark, my final thought on that too is I have an email prepared to go to our staff if this is successful, and then we'll get this posted on the website right away too.
Tara?
Just one thing. In here, it says June 3rd is scroll night. That is
We
a
will fix that. That's an
Thursday?
error.
Okay, all right.
So,
So we're keeping scroll night. Is it going to be the second, that first
Yep.
Wednesday in June?
Any other questions or comments? As a process note, we did share with Dr. Jewett when Kelly and I had our monthly touch base with him about, we've discussed as a board in the past, making sure that we have 2 years out of academic calendars. So great to have the process for 26-27. It'll be almost time to re-engage the process for 27-28. So we appreciate that work. Okay, do we have a motion to approve the 26-27 academic calendar as presented? Oh yeah, I apologize, yes. We already had a first and a second. So hearing no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye, motion carries. Now we will move on to item 4, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn for the evening.
So moved.